Hello, Nigeria, Africa, and the world. You're welcome to yet another exciting episode of the Big Picture Game Show series with your one and only Bright Wonder Obasi. This episode marks the beginning of the second round and the preliminaries of the contest, and as you already know, COVID-19 is the focus of this season of the show, and our theme remains Stay Alive with the hashtag the fall of COVID-19. In this round, the questions are a bit tougher and the contestant has more time to provide answers to their questions. At the end of this round, 4 finalists will match to compete in the semi-finals of the show, and I'm sure your guess is as good as mine. Who will this be? Well, we'll find out at the end of the second round of the contest. Okay, may I remind you that all contestants are competing for a grand prize of 250,000 naira for palliatives. Of course, you can be a part of the show and win 5,000 naira weekly to help you cushion the effect of the pandemic. The audience question will be asked at the end or within each episode of the show. So, as new episodes of the show are premiered every Friday by 7 p.m. on this channel, be the first to watch, like, share, and leave a comment. It's fastest finger first. Also, don't forget to turn on the notification button so you get notified when new episodes of the show drop on the channel. And also, don't forget to follow the show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Big Picture SH for updates. Alright, it's now time for us to meet our 2 contestants on the show today. Of course, you've met them in the first round. Our first contestant, ladies and gentlemen, Miss JEMILA HARUNA, aka Sanitizer. JEMILA, you're welcome to the show.
Thank you so much, sir. The pleasure is mine.
Thank you. How does it feel being in the second round of the show?
Well, it feels good. You know, everyone needs the palliative. That's why I'm here.
I can agree more. So, what are your expectations on the show today?
To win, of course. And I'm yet to see anyone that can impede me.
That sounds very more confident.
Hello, sorry, my chairman. Please, are we not allowed to bring our juju into the show? Because if that's the case, I'm very much ready.
Juju, how do you mean?
What's that she's using?
To the best of my knowledge, that's a sanitizer.
Then you need to update your knowledge, my chairman. What is she sanitizing? Did she first I got her that she's sanitizing everywhere? Do you know how desperate people are to win this palliative and how far they are willing to go to paralyze their opponents?
Excuse me, sir. Is he referring?
Yes, it's you I'm referring to. I refer you. Well, what am I? I'm referring to you. I'm asking if it's me you are. Yes, it's you I'm referring to. You think you can deceive people with sanitizer bottle? Whereas what you have there is the juju you want to use to paralyze me. Let me tell you, my dear, you can deceive everyone here, but not me.
Me one and Allah.
Me one what? I'm not referring to any menene or moana or wana. It is you I'm talking to. Oh, you think I don't know you? I know you now. I saw you in my dream last night, but my Lord said to me, son, I have given you the power to neutralize that. Let me tell you something that you don't know. You think you can go the juju way? If that's where you prefer to go, oh, then you obviously don't know where I come from. If you want my trouble, I will give it to you, double. In a bidding master. Quiet! I'm still talking, my dear. I'm still talking. Now let me welcome you to my kingdom. Have you heard about Banana Flight before? Oh, I'm very sure you haven't. I am the CEO of Banana Flight, and I am the senior pilot. My co-pilot was in Benin. Welcome on board. Now fasten your seatbelt and that of a neighbor because we are about cruising 400 feet beyond the sky. And now we are in me.
Sir, please, could you explain to me what precisely he's saying?
It is a witch carnival.
Honestly, if you call me a witch again...
You do what? What will you do? Oh, you call your fellow witches to quarantine me?
OSELUME, I think it's enough.
It's not enough, sir. I'm telling you when I say
OSELUME, stop harassing the lady. What she has there is a sanitizer and it's as simple as that.
My brother, it's not as simple as that. Where I come from, we are trained to see beyond containers and labels.
And then go back to wherever you're coming from and stop harassing everyone you see with your superstitious beliefs. Honestly, sir, if he dares call me a witch again, forget my lie.
Whatever that means, I wish you the same.
WAWA.
OSELUME, I think...
Okay, but you are here now. Can't you see how much she's calling me WAWA? How am I supposed to know what that means if she's telling the oracle that the sacrifice is ready?
Kai haka? Wallahi baka isa ba. Wani irin aljanu suka ci irin wannan hadaya? Kai Allah baka isa ba.
Me? Oh, Wakanda suke, right? Me hadaya? That's right. Sir, if this show is not a vernacularized program funded by nepotism, tribalism, and Hausanism, please just let me know. Because by the time I start my work, you will be shocked at the way my village people will join me. They don't need special invitation. You just see some men wearing white wrapper with white powder, standing beside all this your cameraman with calabash and native cane.
OSELUME, I think you're taking this.
Why would I take it personal? How do I know she's not telling them to kidnap me after I become the champion of this program?
Oh, because you are the governor of Central Bank? You think kidnappers go about kidnapping every Tom, Dick, and Harry?
It's your husband that's a Tom, Dick, and Harry.
Well, I'm not married.
Who is going to marry a pandemic?
Definitely not your type. Women like me need a man with a vaccine, money. Evidently, your DNA lacks hard currency.
My bank account will shock you on your generation.
And you're yet contending for the sum of 250,000 palliative? Oh, am I not shocked already? Listen, dear, people have class. And women like me, it takes only, underline the word, only the key to the Bank of Spain vault to leave women like me in extreme astonishment. And for your type, my therapist advised social distance.
You are obviously a thief.
Oh.
You are a thief. I will clear your doubt.
Ladies and gentlemen, our second contestant on the show today, OSELUME AIYEBGE, aka Swagga.
Why about you, Swagga? One WAWA.
See, my chama,
OSELUME, don't worry, I'll handle it. JEMILA, when did you become so volatile?
So he started it. I'm just returning the favor, and however he wants it, I am ready for him. Wallahi to lie bana jinsu rukowa. Allah ba isaba. Allah wallahi.
Jesu mwesu boto. Hallelujah. Jesu mwesu boto.
Ladies and gentlemen, we'll take a quick commercial break, and when we return, we go right into the question. Don't go anywhere. Welcome back to the Big Picture Game Show series. Our theme remains Stay Alive with the hashtag The Fall of COVID-19. Sure, you can be a part of the show and win 5,000 Naira palliative to help you cushion the effect of the pandemic by answering the audience question, which will be given at the end or within this episode of the show. Don't forget to follow the show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at The Big Picture SH for updates. All right, let's get back to the questions with our contestants. JEMILA, let's start with you.
I'll go with question number 10.
Question number 10. To manage the spread of the COVID-19 pandemic, what was the date of Nigeria's first lockdown? A. March 24, 2020. B. March 30th, 2020. C. April 11th, 2020. And D. February 27th, 2020.
I know the lockdown started in March, towards the end of the month. The answer should be B.
You can actually still use a lifeline if you're not sure of the answer.
Oh, sir, it's too early to start wasting lifeline. I'm sure B. Option B, sir.
Is that your final answer?
Yes.
Final answer, option B, March 30th, 2020. And option B is not the correct answer, unfortunately. The correct answer to that question is option A, March 24th, 2020.
Keep sanitizing. Your hand will pee here today. You never say anything. By the time I finish,
That's OSELUME, that's enough. Let's get your question.
Question number 1.
Question number 1. A COVID-19 infected person is most likely to spread the virus if they are A. Isolated. B. Observing social distancing. C. Show mild symptoms. And D. None of the above.
D. None of the above.
Is that your final answer?
Yes. No, sorry. C. If they show mild symptoms.
And C is correct. You have 5 marks.
When I remember what the Lord,
JEMILA, let's get your question.
Question number 2, sir.
What is social distancing? A. The distance between your house and where you're going. B. Being social, even in a distant land. C. Keeping your distance from society. And D. Maintaining a physical distance from people.
Certainly D, sir. Maintaining physical distance from people.
And this is correct. You have 5 marks.
Well, option D actually sounded good though. You know, keeping your distance from society.
Can you just focus on your question and take your mouth off mine?
Are you still using the question? But you already have the answer now. Haba, ina sonko aja.
Mekache. Kana sonwa. Angia maka we nisa ankane.
Achama, what did I say?
OSELUME, you just told her that you are in love with her.
What? No, please, I'm very sorry. That's not what I meant.
Now what did you mean? Do you want me to call my husband for you?
Haba, it has not gotten to that now. I was just only trying to calm you down.
Then say what you know and not what you don't.
Of course, now go there. Kadam.
OSELUME, your question.
Question number 7.
Question number 7. One of these is more likely to die of COVID-19 infection. A. Politicians. B. People with underlying health conditions. C. Married men. And D. Conspiracy theorists.
B. People with underlying health conditions.
And B is correct. You have 5 marks.
You are mad.
JEMILA, your question.
Question number 6, sir.
You can mitigate the risk of contracting COVID-19 by one of these. A. Cleaning surfaces regularly. B. Avoid social gatherings. C. Keep distance of 2 meters in public places. And D. Drinking hot pepper soup twice a day.
Absolutely. D. Drinking hot pepper soup twice a day. Certainly.
And this is correct. You have 5 marks. OSELUME.
Question number 9.
Question 9. During the COVID-19 lockdown, which of these is the name of a group that terrorized some localities in Lagos and Ogun states? A. Sambisa Commandos. B. Ajasa Boys. C. 1 Million Boys. And D.
1 million boys.
You didn't wait to get the final option.
Even if the option is from A to Z, the answer will still remain 1 million boys.
Option D. Boko Haram.
Final answer C. 1 million boys.
And 1 Million Boys is correct. You have 5 marks. OSELUME, you don't seem excited.
The havoc those boys wreaked in our neighborhood. In fact, some of us in our neighborhood, we still cannot sleep up till now. It's like our brain is not able to isolate from social gathering. Even in broad daylight, when our eyes are wide open, it's like we still see them coming. Yes, the Nigerian government, they stop them, but that is not enough. It is not enough at all. They should prosecute them to the full extent of the law.
I can agree with you more. 1 Million Boys is a code name of a robbery gang known for its notorious robbery activities around Lagos and its surroundings and troubled the area greatly during the COVID-19 pandemic. The group was originally formed in Ajegule in Lagos State by 20 boys with the objective of fighting perceived injustice in the city, but some members of the group hijacked the group and then led the group into things like stealing, robbery, rape, and maiming. On October 9, 2012, around 130 members of the gang were arrested by the Lagos State Police Command, and in 2014, a movie titled 1 Million Boys was released, revealing their activities and theft. All right, let's go with you, JEMILA. Your question.
Question number 8, sir.
And that's actually your final question. Question number 8. About what percentage of people recover from COVID-19 disease without needing hospitalization? A. 10%. B. 20%. C. 50%. And D. 80%. JEMILA, if you're not sure, you still have a lifeline to use.
I'll go with 50-50, sir.
50-50. All right, so computer, delete 2 options. Leave the correct answer and 1 wrong option.
Option D. 80%, sir.
I read a question again. About what percentage of people recover from COVID-19 disease without needing hospitalization? And option D, 80%.
80%, sir. Option D.
Option D, 80%. It's correct. You have 5 marks. Actually, about 80% of the people who test positive to COVID-19 do not necessarily need to be isolated in the hospitals. Rather, they can self-isolate and follow guidelines from health professionals to properly take care of themselves, and they will recover. So you can see that the COVID-19 is not a death sentence, so there's really no need for us to live in fear or to stigmatize anyone. However, it doesn't mean we should let down our guard, being the fact that the virus really exists and is also dangerous. So we need to take the necessary precautions to protect ourselves, our families, and every loved one around us. OSELUME, let's go with your question.
Question number 5.
Question number 5. That's the final question.
Yep.
Here it goes. When was COVID-19 declared a global pandemic by WHO? A. December 30th, 2019. B. January 15th, 2020. C. February 4th, 2020. And D. March 11th, 2020.
Okay, this is my question.
Yeah, that's your question.
Okay. Sir, please, can I change the question?
No, you can't.
I just want to change the question. It's not, it's just a humble request. It's not, I'm not forcing you to accept, but please, just to change.
Well, unfortunately, I'm not at liberty to grant that request. We can't change the question. You can actually use a lifeline instead.
You are a man of liberty, sir. I'm not asking you to tell me the answer. How can I even say that? It's just for me to change the question. Somebody else can use the question since I've not used it before. In another episode, please, just, you are a man. You understand?
OSELUME, you're running out of time.
Well, why is the time not fast? Too much? Okay, let me use a lifeline.
Which of the lifeline?
50 by 50. No, I will call a friend. Call a friend.
For the friend. And which friend are you calling?
Ufoma.
All right, it's now time for us to call Ufoma.
Hello? Now who be this?
I hope I'm on to Ufoma Aiyebegbe.
Who you be?
Okay, Ufoma, my name is Bright Wonder Obasi. I'm calling you from the Big Picture Show.
Big picture? Which picture?
The Big Picture Game Show series.
Okay, the big picture show. I don't expect this good news. So you don't win the money.
Okay, your friend OSELUME is here on the Big Picture Show and needs your help.
My friend OSELUME. Now so you tell us I've been friend, Abi?
Not exactly. He said you're his wife and also his best friend.
Of course now, I've been his best friend since now. I've been wife, so you don't win the money.
Actually, he needs your help to win the money. He has a final question to answer, and he needs you to help him answer that question and tell him how sure you are about the answer.
As waiting, as dictionary, or we can papadia.
All right, the next voice you'll be hearing is the voice of OSELUME. OSELUME, your time starts now.
Hello, Ufoma. Ufoma, can you hear me?
Okay, make I just warn you, make you not make mistakes. Say you can't fit that question when they want to ask you. They hear me. If you fit the question,
when was COVID-19 declared a global pandemic by who? A. December.
Not just they do yourself. They hear me so. Because if you venture say you return this ass without what do I call her? Palavetti.
At least hear the question first now. I'm running out of time.
You go know what they hear me. If you call this as other money, they hear me.
When was COVID-19 declared a global pandemic by who? A. December 30, 2019. January 15, 2020. February 4th, 2020. March 11, 2020. Hello? Hello, Ufoma? Ufoma? Ufoma?
Why did they shout my name now? I go kitchen, go check the tomato why they boy. Wait here, why they shout my name?
You hear question why I'm running out of time.
Hey, OSELUME, you know well, so you never answer the question, Abi. You still did this and I make you ask question because Abi your dictionary, Abi. Abi, they work for WHO, Abi. You can't call for them, finish, you will go stage. When you supposed to go answer question, win money, call. You got a call from that place, finish. They ask me question. Sure, if I know the thing from, I know go there, Make I just warn you, if you don't carry that money, Abi, say they call her, palavetti, if you don't carry and come, danger. You hear me? You hear me? Enforcer. I better go meet Mama Edosa, make it give you granny. So make I go grind that remaining tomatoes.
Hello? Network have caught me off. Please, can I use another line? Another life?
Sorry, we just have one lifeline on this show per game. Actually, that was quite interesting, I must say. I was actually wondering why you had to call her. I mean, you know what her reaction was going to be like. She's your wife.
Well, if I fail today, at least I have an accomplice.
Well, that sounds like a smart move. But you have 10 seconds to answer your question.
Okay. Option D.
Is that your final answer?
Yes, final answer D.
Final answer, option D. I take the question again. When was COVID-19 declared a global pandemic by WHO? A. December 30th, 2019. B. January 15th, 2020. C. February 4th, 2020. And D. March 11th, 2020. The answer to that question is not December 30th, 2019. Neither is it January 15th, 2020. The answer to that question is between option C and option D. And OSELUME, you went with option D. But unfortunately, for your opponent, you're correct! And you have 5 marks.
It was so cool. Sorry, it was sleep on nervous system.
So, ladies and gentlemen, at the end of today's episode, Jemila scored a total of 20 marks and OSELUME scored a total of 25 marks, which makes him the winner of today's contest. And by this, he has qualified into the semi-finals of the Big Picture Game Show series. All right, ladies and gentlemen, that's how we bring the show up for today. Thank you very much. All right, and that's it on today's episode of the Big Picture Game Show series, brought to you by Film for Impact Foundation in partnership with Impact Studio and High Definition Film Studios. We hope you enjoyed the show. To continue to enjoy more episodes of the Big Picture Show, do subscribe to the YouTube channel, where new episodes of the show will premiere every Friday by 7 p.m. Be the first to watch, like, share, and leave a comment. Don't forget to turn on the notification button so you get notified when new episodes of the show drop on the channel. Also, don't forget to follow the show on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter at the Big Picture SH for updates. Knowledge is a product of information, hence it's very important for us to source our information from reliable platforms like the NCDC and WHO websites showing on the screen. And should anyone around you experience symptoms of high fever, coughing, and difficulty breathing, please do not hesitate to also call the NCDC number you have on the screen. And above all, please continue to stay safe and stay alive. And now to the segment I'm sure you're out there waiting for, the audience question. Here it goes. Within the episode, what was OSELUME's wife's response to this statement by the host? My name is Bright Wonder from the Big Picture Show. Fastest finger first, don't forget. Thanks for watching and see you at the next episode.